on my phone, and now I'm scrolling on Instagram. I see he got fired and the GM. I'm like, oh man, yeah, nah, it ain't safe no more in the NBA, bro. It ain't safe.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
Okay. All right, well, give me 1 second. I'm gonna jump back on. Give me like 2 minutes, and then I'll jump back on.
I
Okay.
yeah. What is good, everybody? We're back in here with another big video today, another interesting video today. I got something excited, not excited, but I got something I need to get off my chest. I got some questions to ask everybody, and I know y'all are concerning and a little ambitious to figure out why this happened, how it happened, and what's the next step for this team. So, but with all being said, before I even speak any further of this, I'm gonna go ahead and do my intro. I am your host, Aramis, of the Basketball Truth and Knowledge. Yes, sir. So my co-host will be coming on. Well, he was just on here, but he'll be back on here in about like 2 minutes. But I will be getting my other two co-hosts on here. Co-host CP and co-host Juice. We'll be having on the show. We'll have all four of us, and then go about a cool 2 hour, an hour maybe, and try to see about each other's opinions on how we feel about the Mike Malone being fired, as long with the GMs. I mean, honestly, we don't care about the GMs too much at all. But let's get into the video, man. Let's get into this episode, and we gonna see what it do. All right. So, those you don't know, that this is the Bastard for Knowledge, right? We speak on nothing but the truth, and I have the knowledge of basketball, so as my co-hosts have the knowledge of old school and a little bit of new school basketball knowledge, So this is one thing I love about having a basketball podcast, because not only do I know everything about the new school and the 2000s era of basketball, but I know a little bit of old school just from hearing it from my uncle, my pops, his friends. Like I'm hearing it from a lot of old heads who have witnessed a lot of the old school basketball era, and we add some of the references to the new school when we bring that onto the show. So I feel like this channel is gonna rise up just of what we speak on. So I'm excited to get this thing running up and running so that we can get the thing monetized, and then we can start making clothes merches and everything. But right now I'm a little off edge with the channel. So, but I'm trying to get there, but need you guys to help me out a little bit. You feel me? But right now we are close. We're close to the NBA to the NBA playoffs, and a step closer to the Western Conference and the NBA Finals. That is the big moment for me. I love the NBA playoffs, especially the list of teams that have clinched the playoff spot in the playoffs, and there are teams that are just urging and fighting to get a spot in the playoff run and hopefully get a chance to make it further in their career as far as the NBA playoffs. So I'm gonna go ahead and run down the list. Hold on, I believe it's in my notes. Hold on, let me turn this down. Let me go to my notes. I'm going to pull up and speak on the playoff predictions on what I feel about it. Okay. No, that's not it. That's not it. Did I not save it? Oh, I want to I want to shout out a RIP for Kyron Lacey. He passed away this year. He's a LSU star. Wideout Kyron Lacey has passed away at the age of 24, and this was out this was out 2 hours ago. This is released today. I want to speak on that real quick before I even march over to the NBA playoff picture. Seeing people with so much talent, and it can be a tragic. A tragic can happen, and then boom, there could be an accident. You're driving in the car, or you get hit by a car, or you get into a car accident or something. And if you're an athlete, and then you just somehow you don't make it. Oh, sorry. Somehow you don't make it, and then you end up dying. That's what happened to Kyron Lacey, man. Passed away at the age of 24. He was born in 2000, and then he died today in the year 2025. It's sad. So RIP to the Lacey family and to Kyron, who was a LSU football player, a star. Pretty sure he was supposed to go into the league this year. I believe so. I don't follow up on too much of football, but it's sad seeing these athletes just being gone. Like it's crazy, you know. Like you got the greats who've been playing this game for the longest, that like Kobe Bryant, you know, a lot of legends who played the game of basketball, a lot of legends who played the game of football, and a lot of young stars who was entering, the big leagues, end up passing away, and it's sad. It's tragic. You know, that's shocking to see that. Very shocking. Um, I don't wish death on nobody because that's a serious tragic. That's a serious thing, and I hope everybody is safe. You know, like wherever they go, just because it's crazy. But but yeah, R.I.P. for Kyron Lacey, who passed away today. Speaking of athletes and players, Melissa Wiley is transferring, who is a guard of the South Carolina. She is hit the transfer portal. She will be transferring out of South Carolina, who is a 5'10" guard. We don't know what college she's going to go to, but she is transferring out of there. But she will be back to compete to get another chance to get to bring a title. But yeah, so that's another thing. And also, I want you guys to stay tuned. Speaking of this player transferring to another team, I did say that I will be speaking a lot more of the WNBA, college female and men's basketball and the NBA stuff and the Olympics when the Olympics come up in 4 years. Um, I will be watching the WNBA draft that is tomorrow, April 14. I will be watching that. I'll be writing down some notes, and I will make a video on. Actually, you know what? I might be able to do a Monday draft video where we're watching the WNBA draft picks, and then that will be like around 30 to 40 minute video. Probably not. We'll probably make that an hour video, depending on how long the draft is. If it's a long draft, then we will we'll make it work. Well, I'll try to see if I can have my uncle, my co-host. He's been my co-host since not day one, but he hopped on after I made a couple few episodes. He's hopped on, so pause on that. Um, but yeah, we'll try to make things happen. We'll try to see. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see if I can get CP on here for a Monday show so we can speak on the WNBA. And there's gonna be an episode where we have Michaela Williams, a former LSU guard, who's currently in her junior year. No, her sophomore year. She's going into her junior year next year. We're going to see. I just want to pick her brain a little bit. I want to talk about her. Like the episode is gonna be strictly about her. You know, her long time career of basketball. Like what drove her to be interested in basketball and continuing that path, and becoming great at it. To being a kid playing ball, and then to being asked to be in the Olympics for a 3-on-3 tournament, and doing it twice and becoming a All American team, and then playing in the Final Four and then losing the Final Four, which is kind of heartbreaking for her. But she is back home, according to her cousin CP, who is a guest to the show. So hopefully we can get her on here and we'll talk about that. So here's the thing. So I have the playoff picture already set in motion. Of course, you got OKC at first, right? You got Rockets at the second seed. Lakers just took the third seed by beating the Rockets. So Rockets got the third, got the second. LA's got the third. Denver has the fourth. Clippers has the fifth. Warriors have the sixth. And then same thing for the East Conference. You got you got Cavs at first. You got Boston at second. You got the Knicks at the third. Pacers at the fourth. Milwaukee at the fifth. And Detroit Pistons at the sixth. And then for the play-ins, you got Kings versus Minnesota. That's the Western Conference. Okay, perfect. So, Minnesota and Memphis. You got Chicago and Miami. That's the Eastern Conference. You got Orlando and Atlanta. Right? Now, so the only time that the playoff picture is set in motion when there's no games to be played. So I think Sunday is going to determine whether or not if my team Warriors can stay in the sixth spot, because if we lose sixth spot, because we face the Clippers, right? We face the Clippers. There's not. I'm a Warriors fan. I love my Warriors. As much as I talk about, as much as I talk down on them, it's for reasons because I'm speaking the facts of what the Warriors needed to do. So they found a piece, which in they found that joy, to play the game that they love. So here we go. That they love the most. So put this right here, and which they play at 3:30. Um, Detroit and Detroit and Milwaukee played today at 1 o'clock. I will check the scores in a minute. I want to discuss the Mike Malone a little later, like a little later when my co-host hop back on here. But here are my predictions. So let's say the the playoffs start now. Like that, this is the picture right now, right? This is the picture. You got Denver versus Clippers. You got LA versus Warriors. You got Pacers versus Milwaukee. Knicks versus Detroit. Kings versus Mavs. Minnesota versus Memphis. Magic versus the Hawks. Miami versus the Bulls. And then you got whoever faces OKC, Cavs, Rockets, and Boston. So um, whoever wins out of Kings and um, uh, Dallas will face. I'm sorry. So yeah. So whoever wins out of Kings and Memphis will face the loser. No, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see this real quick. Okay, so whoever wins out of Kings and Mavs will face OKC because the winner is 9 or 10, and then if 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 Minnesota loses, then they go home, and then whoever wins out of Minnesota and Memphis will face the Rockets. Same thing with Chicago and Miami, Orlando, Atlanta. Whoever wins out of those two will face either Boston or Cavs. I had the Kings winning that against Dallas. I don't think Dallas will win. Even if Dallas won, they're not beating OKC. Neither is the Kings. Kings and Dallas will lose to OKC 100%. As far as the Rockets, if Memphis, I think either Memphis or Minnesota who face the Rockets, I feel like Rockets will lose. I would I would want Minnesota to win it because I know Minnesota's going to win. Minnesota already beat what's it? They already beat Memphis and dropped 45, 44. No. He dropped 44 on Jaw. But Jaw and Ant had a monstrous game. It was very exciting. So oh, oh gosh, I'm a little tired. So you got when you move on. So I got Minnesota beating Memphis. I got Kings beating Dallas. I got uh, I got Chicago beating Miami. I got Orlando beating Atlanta. Okay. And if you move on to the playoffs is already set in motion, right? OKC versus Kings. I got OKC beating Kings 4-2. I got Minnesota beating the Rockets 4-3. No, I'm sorry, no, 4-2. I got the Cavs beating Chicago 4-2. I got the Boston beating Orlando 4-1. Pacers and Milwaukee. I got Pacers beating Milwaukee 4-1. No, yeah, 4-1. I got Detroit beating the Knicks 4-1. I got Denver beating the Clippers 4-1. And I love my Warriors, so I gotta give it 4-3 against LA. I got Warriors beating LA 4-3 because that's just my team. I gotta support my team. I got to. I don't care what nobody say. It's my opinion. It's my team. I love the Warriors. I've been watching them for years. And so was the Cavs and Warriors were my two top teams that I love watching, which is Warriors was it, bro. Um, so yeah, so and then well, I can't call right now. Folks just be calling me while I'm doing my show now. All right, hold on. Let me try to see if I can get my co-host back on here. I'm trying to see if I can get him back on here. Hold on. Give me a minute, yo. I just I just need him on the show so that I can. Um. So I already got my predictions for that. If you go to my notes, I think I got something in here for that. So the WNBA mock draft, you got Paige Beckers, who is obviously the number one pick. You got Dominique Malongo. You got Sonia Citron. You got Kiki from USC. Haley Van Liff from TCU. Justy, I don't know how to say her last name. I'm not even gonna pronounce it. You got Anissa Amaro, Aisha, some weird names, bro. But yeah, Paige Beckers will be the number one pick. Figure out what team she may go to. The WNBA has made some new teams. Toronto has a team, and Golden State has a WNBA team. The WNBA team for Golden State is Golden State Valkyries. Um, we got a few players on that team. That team was just made, so and will be playing in the following season for the WNBA. So I think I had something on here as far as um. Oh, so they said something about Damian Lillard his progress for his treatment, but we don't know whether or not he is going to be coming back fully for the playoffs. There's no reassurance that he will return. because right now he's still out for the season. So that I'm unaware to when that's going to happen. Okay, so why do I keep seeing? Because this is weird. I keep seeing these players are out for the season. Like, what's going on with this? I haven't heard anything about these players being out for the season or any injuries. I haven't heard anything about it. So it's like, yeah, I got a lot of players on my roster that's like downgraded to on a day to day. So it's like, bro, I don't even know. Atlanta just be magic. It's like, bro, it's like I don't even know. I need my calls to hop on the show, bro. I need him to hop on the show. Okay. Um, Bronny's 3-point percentage as a rookie is 30%. LeBron's as a rookie was 29%. Michael Jordan as a rookie was 17.3%. Bronny has a higher percentage as a rookie for 3-pointers. For 3-pointers, his percentage for 3-pointers is 30%. So his shooting at the three, his percentage is a 30. I mean, everybody's gonna have a bad shooting percentage, you know, as a rookie. So it ain't. I mean, that's bad, but it's the NBA, bro. He's a rookie, man. He's trying to develop himself into finding open shots for himself. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Jokic teammates that have all NBA, All Star, or all defense 0. In, in his 10 NBA season, Nikola Jokic has never had a teammate that's made any All NBA, All Star, or all the defensive teams. I'm confused. I'm really confused here. So Westbrook, he didn't make an All Star, or he didn't make All NBA. He didn't make All Defensive or All Star. We're saying Jokic teammates that have. I mean, Russell Westbrook is his teammate. He's been his teammate this whole season. Like, let's talk about it. And Jokic, you've been in the All Star too, but you can't say like he's never like. See, this is why you gotta specify like, what do you mean he's never had a teammate? Bro, the man Russell Westbrook, how many All Stars appearances has he have? He's had way more All Star appearances than Jokic. But ever since he stopped getting selected by it, he Jokic has been a part of that role. And he stepped up and being part of the All Star. The last time I seen Westbrook be an All Star was like years ago, bro. Like I think like 2015, like 2018, 19. Like 1918 was was probably like the last time we was gonna see Russ in an All Star uniform. Other than that, we haven't seen him because he just fell off. He fell off. So I mean, you can't really say that because. And speaking of Russell Westbrook's future with Denver Nuggets is reportedly uncertain amid front office cleanouts. Ex head coach Michael Malone was a huge supporter of the nine-time All Star, but the Athletic reports that love may not be shared by the new decision makers. Now, this is what I fear when you have a head coach on the team who was AKA fired, who is an ex head coach of the Denver Nuggets, and you fire your GM too. You get a new GM, you get a new head coach, everything changes. That team stood together because of Michael Malone and because they won a chip together. You trade away that chance into hopefully getting another chance, but I don't think Denver is ever going to get a chance to get a ring because of who was ahead of them. I don't think so. I don't think Denver is ever going to have a chance ever again unless they make some changes. But I knew this was coming, and this was my question. This was my thought: is to if Michael Malone was to ever get fired, or the GM was to ever get fired, because nobody cares about the GM, it's the head coaches that matters. But if those two got fired, what are the chances for Russell Westbrook being on the team? He might get traded next year. But and then Jokic, he's expected to get a 3-year contract for the next 3 years. So he's staying with Denver. So his future with them is it's thinkable. Like it's something that people need to really understand it. Understand it a lot. So that's a big thing. I don't really have much of everything on here that I want to speak on. If I can't get my co-host on here, I'm gonna try to see if I can get him on here, because if not, then I'm just gonna go straight to the Michael Malone issue, and then I want to add a little reference to that conversation too, and I'll probably just end it short, so it don't really matter. See if I can get him on here. Hold on, give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. I don't know. I guess I could just move on to the Michael Malone. I know, I know things are a little bit of a unorganized. Uh, so I know things are a little unorganized right now, is because I don't want to take up too much time on So this is what you guys got to understand. If it's just me, I don't want to spend too much time on certain topics that I bring to the table. I bring to the channel, not to the channel, but I bring to the video, and I'll just be like, okay, it could be a live video. I can say, oh, like the reason why I say that this video may go for an hour is if my co-host comes onto the show. Now, if it's just me, it'd be a 30 to 40-minute video, maybe, depending on how much I have to say, depending on how much there is to say. And if it cuts short, then if I have nothing to speak on, I will end the show right then and there. But there are going to be some changes as far as the NBA playoffs. There's going to be some changes going on from there. I am pretty much going to do like I did. What did I do last year for NBA playoffs? What did I do last year? Crap. What did I do? Oh, I know what we did. Me and my uncle and my cousin Ramir, we did a show where we would watch a game, and then we would record a video right after a day after that game is already mentioned, or we wait till the series is completely done, and then we will speak on it. So here's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna talk to my co-hosts. I'm gonna talk to my fellow members of the of the basketball truth and knowledge. Okay, so here's what I think is gonna happen. We're going to watch a full 7 series game, right? And then we're going to wait until that game is over, and then we will speak on, like the game, the like all of game 7 for each team that faces off, and then we will discuss after the series is over. And then when it comes to the Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals, that would be a little different. We will discuss that later. And as far as for the NBA finals, we will discuss that later. Because each part of the NBA playoffs and finals and conference finals will be a little different of how we make the videos. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so let's. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm excited that's the best part. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. My co-host, he said he's eating food right now, man. You're lucky because I ain't eating food at all. I didn't even eat lunch. It's already 3:23. And then my I think I'm about to die. So let me go ahead and put this on the charger. Put this on the charger. All right, no big. You know what? Let's get into this Mike Malone situation. Let's get into it. So that's now 2 head coaches that got fired. 2 head coaches that got fired. The Kings head coach who was received, I think it was a 2-3 year contract that he got with the Kings as a head coach. That was towards the beginning of the season. He got fired. And they got another head coach, and they're doing pretty good, but they're in the play-ins right now. And now you got Mike Malone, who is now fired, as you can tell by the thumbnail, and you can tell by the hold on, let me get it. You talk about Michael Malone. The bottom part is cut off, but it says Michael Malone fired, right? And then I got the thumbnail. I will pull it up again. Michael Malone's fired. So here's how I feel about this. And I have an uncle who is a fan of the Denver Nuggets on my dad's side. They were friends since, for years, right? That's just, I want to say childhood friend, but that's been his best friend for years. He's considered my uncle. He watches Denver Nuggets, and then me and my pops and my uncle, we have a group chat specifically because I am a producer of my pops' show, the Post Podium Podcast, Home with All Truth, No Sodium, and we were discussing. Well, he brought it to the attention of Mike Malone being fired, and that shocked him, and he was like, "Junie, explain," and I was like. I was shocked too. I told him, I said, "Hey man, I don't know what to explain about that right now. I don't even know the detail of why he got fired. I don't. That's one thing. It's one thing that I'm concerned about. I don't know why he got fired, but what I can do is I can look for it and try to figure out why he got fired. Why did Michael Malone get fired? Let's go to ESPN. Let's see what the issue is. Why did Nuggets fired their head coach and GM with just days left in the season? Right, remind you, we have maybe about a few weeks until the playoff starts, right? So I'm just confused of why you do that when the season's already over. It's already almost over. But I mean, like I said, man, literally anything can happen at at some point in time. Anything can happen. So it is what it is, bro. Like I said before, when the whole Anthony Davis and Luka trade with Nico Harrison, and of what Dennis Schroeder made the statement of saying this is the modern NBA slavery. Indeed, it is. Anybody can get it, bro. Anybody can get traded, fired, suspended, kicked out the NBA, or whatever. Like Adam Silver is the headmaster of this thing, man, of this establishment. He is control of it. He can do whatever he wants. For the past 10 years, Michael Malone had been the lead narrator of the Denver Nuggets story. He played the tough guy when his team needed it during his championship run. He was the empathic. I'm saying it wrong. Loyalist when Jamal Murray suffered a devastating knee injury in 2021. If you guys remember that, 2021. Yep, and then he was what? He was out for a year or two. He became Nikola Jokic's hype man during each of his 3 MVP seasons, chiding anyone who didn't appreciate or vote for the Serbian superstar. Sunday night, after the Nuggets lost their fourth straight game for the first time since March 2023, Malone was at his acrobatic best in assessing the team's issue and just how urgent Denver's predicament had become. And this was a comment for the Denver Nuggets. We haven't lost four. We haven't lost four in a row in a long time. Malone said, "Oh no, this was a statement of Michael Malone. We haven't lost four in a row in a long time." Malone said after a 120 loss to the Indiana Pacers. It's really easy to be together and say family when you win, but when you're losing games, can you stay together? Do you have the balls? Pause. Do you have the courage to go home and look in the mirror and say, what can I be doing better to help this team? It's the same conversation. It's the same issue, same situation that's going on with the Warriors of how Steve Kerr, can find ways to help the team better and proceed. You don't fire the coach, you fix the problem. But if it's a problem that can't be fixed, if the head coach isn't doing his job, fire him. Now, was he not doing his job as to why he got fired, or like what's the issue? But we're gonna keep reading to hopefully figure that out. Um, I'll start with me. How about me as a head coach, not doing my job to the best of my ability? Little did Malone or anyone in Denver locker room suspect the team president Josh Kroenke had for months been asking the same questions. Malone's message wasn't landing 3 weeks earlier after a blowout loss to a Portland Trailblazer team missing four rotation players. He sat in front of the post-game lectern and lit into his team. That was embarrassing. That was a joke. That was just a joke, he said. Who are we kidding? 11 games to go, and that's the effort we put forth. He talked about rebounding. The Nuggets had given up 26 points on offensive glass and turnovers off of which the Blazers had scored 25. I don't think we played with any pride tonight, Malone said. Asked about the team received that message, the longtime coach was blunt. I don't really care, he said. My job is to be honest, sometimes brutally honest. And the guys that are full of S won't hear it. They'll say, Coach is tripping. And the guys who maybe do really care, well, they're not going to go back and watch their minutes. Nobody watches their minutes. Nobody watches film. So I have to show them the film. And I said, if somebody disagrees with me, please speak up. Nobody said a word. I'm not concerned with how they took the message. My thing is, be honest with how we just played. Well, it it seems like to me that he's a cool head coach and he's going to speak his mind. He's going to speak what he believes. He's going to speak the truth because he is honest about what he feels. And you can't get mad at that. I mean, you literally can't get mad because not only does he's making these comments for each game that he feels about it, but when hold on, where's part where he talked about the whole honest thing? So when he said, I don't think we played with any pride tonight, Malone said. Asked how the team received that message. The longtime coach was blunt. So, I mean, honestly, the way how the Nuggets been playing, they ain't been playing like how they've been playing, bro. You see Nikola Jokic just balling out with back-to-back triple doubles. But who's really messing him up? Russell Westbrook. He's the reason why Jokic is getting these big time as a center. Honestly, Jokic is the first center in NBA history to have a triple double back to back as a center. You feel me? But not only is Malone curious about what's going on with the team, but the president of the Denver Nuggets is also questioning the same thing. So when he made a comment saying, "Oh, team don't watch film, so we're gonna make you guys watch film," and if you guys disagree, speak up now so that we can change this. And he said the team said completely nothing. There's no communication. I thought the team have given up on Michael Malone. They don't think Michael Malone can continue keeping this up. Michael Malone is I mean he's tired of losing. Like this is the first time they lost 4 in a row since March 2023. So really, like, can we blame Michael Malone for not succeeding and keeping the team going, or should we blame the players? The team itself, because because if he's saying like, because I mean he said I don't really care. He said my job is to be honest, sometimes brutally honest, and the guys that are full of crap won't hear it. They'll say coach is tripping. If you think coach is tripping, then bye. Bye. Because sometimes your coach is going to be all nice and sweet to you, but if you're losing 4 games in a row, a coach is going to be hard on you. That's what coaches do. If you don't like it, then you can leave. That team could have been broken up if it wasn't for Michael Malone. He kept that team together. But he said, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be brutally honest. Like, he's going to come down on you, but he's going to be honest about it. What kind of coach is Michael Malone going to be if he wasn't brutally honest or just completely honest? You feel me? So if he's saying I don't really care, he said my job is to be sometimes brutally honest, and the guys that are full of crap won't hear it. They'll say the coach is tripping, and then the guys who maybe do really care, well, they're not going to go back and watch their minutes. Nobody watches their minutes. As a player, you have to watch your minutes. You have to. That's important. Watching film is definitely important. Nobody watches film, so we'll have to show them the film. And I said, if somebody disagrees with me, please speak up. Nobody said a word. I'm not concerned with how they took that message. My thing is, be honest with how we just played. If you have no common sense, if you have no idea to what you feel how you played, you are going to speak up. If you feel like there's something wrong about how you guys been playing, you got to speak up, bro. Let the coach know, cause from hearing that, they ain't let the coach know at all. They're tired of losing. I'm not blaming Coach Malone. I'm not blaming Malone. The GM, I don't even care about the GM. Ever since the whole Rico Harrison thing, I don't care about the GM, bro. The GM, all I care about, he can leave. I don't care. I'm more concerned about the situation right here with Michael Malone being fired, which is days left of the season being over, and you're going into the playoffs. I mean, they're fourth in they're the fourth seed, facing Clippers. It's just, bro. I don't even know, dog. I don't know. I literally don't, and it's one thing that you can say and not speak up and stand up for yourself and explain to your head coach, like, Yes, I disagree or I agree. Like, say something so the head coach can know. Okay, so my team agrees of the plan of what we need to change up and what we need to do moving forward, or my team disagrees. Okay, so if you guys disagree, then we'll find a way. You keep finding that way. You keep going. But come on, bro. I just think that it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for that to happen. I think it's stupid and it's dumb, bro. It's I don't know, bro. This is stupid. Now I never really pulled up the information on why the Kings head coach got fired in the beginning of the season, but I was able to find this information on Michael Malone. I'm speaking on it. This is the main thing. Right, I'm doing a podcast right now. You gotta go. So I don't know, yo. Like, I want your guys' opinion. I was hoping to have my co-host on here so I can get his theory on what he believes on the current situation that's going on with Denver. Denver's but if you go to their playoff standing, hold on. Let me go to I'm going to show you guys right now. Denver is fourth, facing the Clippers. Right. This is going to be Westbrook's first time in the playoff picture with a championship run team. I I just don't think Denver is going to win. But if you're facing the Clippers, it's going to be a competition between James Harden and his team, yo. But I know I said I got Denver winning, but I'm gonna have to switch my answer. I'm gonna have to go with the Clippers. The Clippers been playing phenomenally great, and I I just know that the Clippers may take this dub, but we'll hold off on that right now. But I got Clippers winning this one against Denver. I don't know, dog. This is this is something that's completely out of control. So I don't know who the head coach is going to be for Denver, but all I know is there's going to be a lot of changes for Denver. A lot of people are. I mean, a few people. I can already tell because the team stayed together because of Michael Malone. Now that Michael Malone is fired, I'm assuming I'm assuming people are going to be traded. I don't know how the team feels about that. All I know is that he's gone and he's just out of there. Same thing for the GM. He's out of there. Um, yeah, it's just completely dumb, bro. It really is. I just don't understand. Um, is there anything else right now that is on my plate? What? You're lying. Wow. Bronny James will be starting today versus Portland. Yo, you're kidding. Nah, bro. That's the lineup. Yeah, that's the lineup. Oh my gosh. Bronny James will be starting against Portland at 3:30. Well, it's 3:44, so and they're playing right now actually. Denver's facing the Rockets. My Warriors are actually playing right now actually. I need my Warriors to win this so that we can secure the sixth spot. If we lose this, then we go to the seventh spot, and then we gotta fight to get into the to the um, playoffs. And then we will most likely will have to face either the Kings. No, face OKC or Boston. Not Boston. Either Rockets or OKC. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how much longer my co-host has, but I'm trying to see if I can. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to. But that's insane though. Bronny James will be in the starting lineup along with Shake Milton, Alex Len, Markieff Morris, and Dalton Connect. This will be Bronny James' first appearance in the starting lineup. LeBron James will not be playing. Yeah, he's starting. I'm definitely gonna be speaking on that now. Definitely going to be speaking on that 100%. See how that turns out, bro, because that is crazy. Yep, seeding at stake. Denver's at 4, Clippers is at 5, Warriors at 6, Memphis is at 7. No, sorry, Memphis at 8, Minnesota's at 7. I need Warriors to win, and I need Minnesota is definitely gonna win. Memphis, Minnesota, Warriors, and are going to win. I got Clippers and Denver losing. Denver's not gonna beat the Rockets. They're definitely not. And Rockets are at home. So that's an even bigger issue right there. So um I pretty much just spoke on everything really. All right. It is 3:48. It is 3:48. I think I'll probably wrap it up here. We made it an hour into this video. So we're gonna close it off. The vid. All right. As you see, we got the music rolling. You already know what it is. You know what it do. You know what it do. Thank you guys for so much for tuning tuned for the video. You already know what it is. You already know what it do. If you like today's video, you subscribe, hit the like button, put the post notifications on so you can get every video, live video, and any updates on upload videos. Please hit me up on TikTok Instagram and Facebook, where I post the clips. And also hit me up on my main Instagram. I will put those in the description. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm so sorry, guys. I will put that in the description. Put a link. All you gotta do is click on that link, and then it'll take you directly to my social media platforms, and then you can watch those clips. I will go back to making short videos on YouTube, making YouTube shorts, so that you can watch those, and if you like what you see, and you find this entertaining, or if you find this something that you would want to listen to, click on that. Click on my channel, subscribe, put the post notification on, hit that bell, and definitely put down some comments on what you feel about these videos and the conversations that we make and we have. There may be some disagreements or agreements, but so far we've had a lot of agreements in the videos that I've made, which is good. There has been no disagreements at all, but I'm looking forward to growing this channel more, so that we can get the numbers rolling, get some sponsorships, and hopefully we can get it rolling. There's not too many well-known basketball podcasts, but there are a few. You got Podcast P with Paul George. You got one with Ernie and Chuck. You got one with Kevin Garnett, DeMarcus Cousins, and Paul Pierce. Like, you got a few. One with LeBron James and I forgot who else. And you got Angel Reese's podcast. You got a few. I'm hoping to collab with another basketball podcast, so I can get my numbers rolling up, and then make this thing going, man. So I can start getting paid for it, get some merches rolling, something. But for right now, we're taking one step at a time, and that's growing the channel. And then we'll look forward to that. But if you guys watch some kind of basketball, I'm your boy. But if you're really into football more, my pops is the guy, the man who was doing the show for at least 2-3 years. He is the Post Podium Podcast, home to No Sodium. Check him out. I will definitely put that up there so you guys can check him out. I'm the producer. I'm the one that does the setups, the cameras, the monitors, everything, the lights. I control the cameras and everything. I'm the guy behind the seats. I'm also what you call the AL producer. So any AL moments that my pops and uncle, speak on, I will chop them out. My uncle on that show, he goes by 40 Keys. Well, Keyshawn, his name's Keyshawn. My pops, his name's Aaron. He's got the same name as me. I call him Pops. So, yep. Check out his show and check out mine. Share mine and share my Pops' podcast too. My podcast, on Pops' podcast, he got some hoodies made already. It's the PPP logo on there. So please, cop some merch from his show, and then subscribe and follow. But with all being said, this has been the best of Truth and Knowledge. I am your host, Aramis, and we is out. Peace.